We shall proceed. Nihilus, you get a call on your Voxcast about 4 in the morning.
Hello?
Accurate role
Really
playing.
getting into character here.
Good.
I'm tired. No, this is making sense.
Arbitrator, you hear the voice of Helena Carilli echo over your Voxcaster.
Yes,
Where are you? We need your help.
I'm in the Lavina state.
Well, hurry over to the Ecclesiarchy Palace as soon as you can.
Okay, we'll be there shortly.
And she cuts out from the Voxcast, and yes.
Tybalt's there with me, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If it was a light sleeper, we can just assume that when you went, you got
Yeah. Alright, cool. So, Tybalt's awake, and he knows what's going on now. I reach to my Vox. Frawl.
Hello?
Helena Carilli just Voxed me and she needs us at the asylum, so get up and get ready.
At 4 a.m.?
Yes, at 4 a.m.
Frog got up rather seamlessly. Frog, yeah? What's up?
Powers of the Warp. What's up?
Always ready.
Okay, I'll be there soon.
I was up late, Master. I mean, incantations.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you all, well, Frawl gets up and heads down to the medical wing. Nihilus, you and Tybalt patch yourself up as best you can, and check yourselves out. The doctors still kind of cling to Nihilus, saying that you're not quite up to your full form, and ask if you want to go out, but you shirk them off because you have your responsibilities. You all make your way to the noble docks. Can somebody do a perception check for me?
Okay.
This isn't even my final. Oh, God damn it. Oh, God.
We got 3
So,
percent.
everybody but Nihilus
Wait,
notices.
my perception is 41?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
When did that happen?
Fuck yeah!
I thought it was in the 30s.
Not anymore. You bought like a perception thing.
Oh yeah, that's right, I did that.
You have like eyes in his mechadendrites.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Anyways, everybody but Nihilus notices when you guys are making your way to the docks that Natalia is following you guys at a bit of a distance. She's maybe 50 or 60 yards away from you, but she follows you all the way up until you get on the boats at the noble docks and make your way over to Vero.
And then we can't see her anymore, or?
Well, then you're on a boat that she's not on.
Yeah.
So you kind of leave and she's just standing there, looking sorrowfully into the distance.
Why was Natalia following us?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird.
I don't
So
know.
Yes, Nihilus.
I reach for my Vox. Mercutio, why is Natalia following us?
And all you hear from the Vox is silence.
Good.
Just... I had on something.
Getting real tired of your shit, Mercutio.
And out of the Vox, a scythe flies and impales you into the boat.
Perfect.
You take 2 d20 wounds, plus 10 rending. Anyways,
How much penetration?
Accuracy.
50?
Good. Yeah, 50, that's necessary.
50. My scythe melts holes in Emperor-class Titans.
Oh my god.
Anyways, you guys make your way to the Ecclesiarchy Palace and the Vero Docks. On your way there, you hear a very large rumbling in the distance and popping, like deep popping noises. And as you get closer, you realize that it is the sound of explosions.
That's gunfire.
That's like gunfire.
That's gunfire! But yeah, you can see, though the Ecclesiarchy Palace is on the other side of the island from you, you can see the light sparking up every once in a while as you approach. As you make landfall at the Vero docks, two Sororitas immediately approach you, weapons drawn. What are you here for?
We were contacted by Helena Carilli to come assist in whatever's happening.
Lady Carilli is in front of the Ecclesiarchy Palace. Please go there immediately. And she points you in the direction, and one of them breaks off to help escort you.
To the one that's escorting us, can you tell me anything about what's happening right now?
The Ecclesiarchy Palace was attacked. Beyond that, I have no information.
Do you know who the attackers are?
Not yet. But we will find out. For we are the Sororitas. Anyways,
Right. Well.
you guys make your way to the Ecclesiarchy Palace. As you approach from the distance, you notice the highest spires towards the offices are completely set aflame. Plascrete all around the foundation of the offices seems to be melting, and there are many little fires from within the palace breaking through windows, and it's very obvious that the interior of the palace is on fire quite a bit.
Your plan worked, Frog. I think he's out.
Good, yeah, good.
The offices seems to be the hardest hit. The front and the very back of the palace seem pretty much untouched. As you get to about 100 yards away, Lady Carilli approaches you. Nihilus,
Yes.
have you made any headway with the DeCall estate issue?
We have not.
Do you think that whoever did that might have done this?
It's possible.
She escorts you all to the front of the Ecclesiarchy Palace, and on the steps leading into it, you see the body of Colton Bernardin splayed out as though he was crucified. Obvious signs of torture from all over his body, deep scars, blood pouring out from every orifice, and laceration all over his very, very molested corpse.
So can we just like play the Mercutio card and go home?
Can we just... I know who did this.
I get a feeling we were not meant to see what was inside.
But yes, she leads you, and you see that, and she says, we found him like this about an hour ago, and then explosions went off inside the palace.
What kind of explosions were they? Were they more weaponry, or do you think they were actual charges?
We believe that they were timed detonations of both incendiary and melta technology. Crack and melta technology, sorry.
Well, this definitely looks like an act of aggression. Are you aware of anyone who has ill intention against Bernadum or the Ecclesiarchy Palace?
No, I don't know why anyone would attack any of the Ecclesiarchy.
Well, it seems that the ecclesiarchs have been in a bit of a bind lately, with one of their clerics being the head of the attack on the Sororitas from the
Holy Temple.
the Holy Temple. Yes.
Yes, it seems that some of the Ecclesiarchy must have fallen to chaos recently.
And I guess it could be possible that someone has just tried and done a fairly good job of trying to weed that out by burning their palace.
Do you think the taint has run this deep that it would be necessary to expunge the palace of the ecclesiarchs?
It's possible. The stuff that I saw that Steinwolf was doing was enough to justify something like this.
She looks at you kind of aghast, a bit shocked that such action is
Justifiable.
even justifiable to you. Will you assist in the investigation once we have secured everyone who is inside?
Of course.
Very good, and she makes her way off, and they continue to fight the fires and attempt to rescue anyone who is inside the ecclesiarchy palace.
Tybalt puts the fires out with his bolt pistol.
Anyways, you're now standing outside the ecclesiarchy palace. What do you guys want to do?
So Burnham still there,
Yeah,
dead.
laying right there.
You said laying right there?
Laying right there.
Oh, I thought you said he was crucified.
Oh, he's splayed out as though he was.
I was gonna say, are crosses still symbolic 40,000 years from now when
Not really.
people believe in the God Emperor?
No. It's just symbolic to us.
Okay.
And it was the easiest way to explain that he's
Fair enough.
laying down like that.
In that case, Tybalt loots Burnham.
Well, considering that he's naked, you find nothing.
I'm glad that they get to take my actions for me. I shove my hand as far up his anus as it'll go, see if there's anything stuffed in there. I know Mercutio pretty well.
Oh my god.
You find 4,672 thrown guns.
You guys were afraid, but I did it.
No,
Besides.
that's not actually gonna happen. Anyways, so what do you guys want to do?
I guess they can call off the search for Burnham.
Right.
Nihilus, understanding jokes.
I understood your joke.
Good. Glad.
We're all glad.
Can I use like scrutiny on the palace?
What are you attempting to figure out about it? But yes, you can. You just have to tell me what you're
Mainly if
looking
I
at.
could try and see what kind of charges were used. I mean, that might be the type of thing that I have to do after it's done being on fire.
Might be easier if you walk in and look at the blast areas.
That's what I'm saying, but
Mhm.
it's kind of on fire at the moment.
Yeah. You can always stand there and look at the fire and be like, probably Melta.
Do you want to use a just make a basic perception check? And
Yeah, sure, that'll work.
kind of just look around the outside of the building once.
Nope.
So you fall down drunk.
So my brain jams.
Toxic.
The building falls to the ground.
As you're there seizing on the floor, Tybalt, for is there anything that you guys want to do?
I don't have scrutiny. I'm not gonna or trade demolitions or demolition or anything like that. So I don't. There's nothing I can do, especially just by looking at a burning building. I don't know, can I evaluate Burnham's body to see? You said there are obvious signs of torture. Can I see what all was done? All right. Is that a basic perception check, or is
I
that?
don't know if it's perception or intelligence.
I think actually, I think you're right. I think evaluate is intelligence.
Yeah, it's an intelligence test.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Intelligence testing to look at wounds. Like, look at Burnham. He has like slashes all down his wrists and stuff. Be like, oh, he must have slipped with the cheese grater.
My God, that cheese grater was phenomenally powerful.
Damn.
Uh,
There's nothing.
So looking over his body, you can tell that there were various different types of torture used. Both, there was electrical torture, because there's obvious fraying around a lot of his skin. Blunt force trauma to his neck and stomach and face. You also notice that there are very small and purposeful incisions around the base of his neck. Being a tech priest, you can surmise that this is possibly so someone could God, what are those called?
Not a respirator units, but
Electus?
electroconductor.
Yeah. That someone may have tried to insert an electroconductor to get a direct feed to his subconscious and neural network during the torture. You notice quite obviously that he was killed by having his throat slit.
So a lot of neck stuff going on here.
Well, the rest of his body is just beaten quite brutally.
Oh. So I was just paying attention to the neck then.
Well, that's the important
Good,
stuff. Yeah. But yes, the rest of his body has been savaged through various different means of blunt force and small, randomized looking cuts.
Alright. Take note of this, but not really anything to share at the moment.
Fro, anything you want to do?
So did we tell Helena that, like, are we waiting on something here? Like, are we going to assist in this somehow? Or?
Yeah, we're supposed to help with the investigation, but right now they're trying to help get people out, and I don't know if... Can we roleplay saving people from a burning building?
You can if you guys want to, or you don't necessarily have to stay here.
Oh.
It's up to you guys. You can go fuck off. You can invest. You can do whatever you want. Dark Heresy. So I leave that to you. Whatever you guys choose to decide, we will do.
I had a question. I've already forgotten it. Excellent. Oh, right. So I always forget. Who in the sororitas knows that I'm with the two of them?
Karen,
Just Karen?
as far as you know.
Okay. Right. Oh, wait, no. They all know that Nihilus is a...
Yes.
Okay.
Arbitrator.
But she's the only one who knows I'm with the group.
Yeah.
Okay.
For all, what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, I want to investigate stuff, but I also just want to, I wanted to talk to Mercutio somehow. I realized he didn't, respond to the box earlier.
Well, if you recall last week, not that we know this, or not that our characters know this, but Richard did mention that Mercutio will be indisposed for, would you say, the next 2 or 3 weeks?
For a while.
Yeah. So if we use the call Mercutio to battle, it's just going to be Natalia, because Mercutio is currently unavailable, so...
Well then.
Seeing as we're supposed to do stuff, get the feeling Natalia might be easier to reach. Not that she knows what's going on, but not that she'll fucking tell us.
In the grim dark future, nobody tells you jack. Anyways.
I forgot that Mercutio was
That Mercutio wasn't going to be around.
Oh.
Anyways, you guys continue to survey the area, generally, but find little of use. You make note where the main blast kind of seemed to take place from the dead center of the Ecclesiarchy offices, and then it seemed like all the blasts moved out from there. But beyond that, it doesn't really... your searching doesn't really yield any meaningful results. About 6:30 or 7 in the morning, they've finally managed to put most of the fires out. The offices are still being extinguished, but everywhere else is you're able to go into if you would like to try.
Can we go investigate Burnham's office?
No.
The offices are the only
Yeah.
things that are still on fire.
The offices are still inaccessible, but everything else you can go into if you want to. There are sororitas, obviously, trying to put out the fire. There's a very large cordon now around the Ecclesiarchy Palace.
We should go investigate in things that are open and see if we can tell if anything was stolen or if this place was just set on fire or if it was broken into. Would we be able to look around and try and tell that?
Alright, does anybody want to go with Frawl to investigate?
Better than standing out here and staring at Burnham's body.
You're gonna go to the docks?
No,
kind of by the docks.
Just to the side of it, and I'm actually gonna Vox Mercutio.
Okay. So, Tybalt, you and Frawl are gonna make your way into the Ecclesiarchy Palace.
Okay.
Alright, you guys make your way in through the front door, stepping around the sororitas who are now prepping Bernadette's body to move and be autopsied, probably within the barracks of the sororitas. As you make your way inside, you notice that the great grand hall is almost completely untouched. I mean, there are signs of searing and a few burn marks here and there, but overall it doesn't seem like anything was affected or targeted within the grand hall.
But the offices are on fire, so it seems like we know the roof was on fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the offices are on fire, but the grand hall's not really touched. So is it possible that, talking to Tybalt, I'm saying do you think it's possible that they went in, they came inside and set the offices on fire from the inside and also attacked the outside? If there's parts of the inside that aren't actually damaged, but there's other ones that are significantly damaged, it seems like they could have came in here.
It's possible, but what would you call this, a lobby or just the main
Foyer, the lobby, just in the front.
It's a large open space, so there's a lot less to be burned.
Right.
So the fire wouldn't be nearly as concentrated around here.
Well, even just looking about the carpeting, any of the tapestries or paintings, and the stained glass seem very untouched. So it doesn't seem like much fire actually even got to this point, just a little bit.
Does this foyer connect to the offices? Can we see the door of the offices even if we can't go in them?
The foyer connects to a courtyard, and then behind the courtyard is the office area, and then behind that are some other buildings.
So they are actually physically separated?
There's a wall that connects them,
Mm-hmm.
an exterior wall that connects them, and hallways, but yes, for the most part they're physically separated.
Okay. So it was more like the fire just creeped over rather than... So the fire was not set here, it was specifically set in the offices and just worked its way over? And by set, I mean, went off.
I want to try and get close to the, as close as we can to the offices, because you said, they're on fire, but if we can get close to the offices and then look and just try and determine if there's any kind of visible signs of forced entry.
Alright. Yeah, you guys make your way into the courtyard, and then Frawl, do you have any investigatory stuff outside of inquiry? Do you have scrutiny, search?
No, I only have awareness, and everything else is
Alright.
social.
Then you make a perception check, you make an intelligence check, and while they're doing that, Nihilus.
Yes. So I'm gonna Vox Mercutio. Wow, they nailed their checks.
They really did. We're still on you,
Anyways.
though.
He sees everything and I understand it.
Yes, of course. Um. So, opening a line to Mercutio's Vox. You told me you were just gonna interrogate him, not kill him.
There is nothing on the other end of the line. You hear silence and static.
Hmm.
International Man Mystery.
A cloak of shadows.
Anyways, I'll let you think of what you want to do next. Frawl, you notice quite deftly that it appears that all of the blasts are angled and the flames are jutting outward. Like you can see from the scarring on the ground that the highest concentration is all from within the offices and then it comes out. You can surmise from this that the offices were where the attack was focused on, and everything else seems more or less like collateral damage. Tibble, you find some sediments and, in fact, still burning material and melting plascrete. You take samples for analysis back at the Levine estate, because it seems like it would be particularly useful. You can't surmise anything there that Frawl didn't already notice. You can only confirm that Melta was used and that crack and frag explosives were also used, but beyond that you can't tell anything specific about the explosion as of yet.
From observation, can we tell if, because you said we can definitely tell that crack and Melta were used.
Mm-hmm.
Can we tell if Melta was just randomly placed and the crack might have been more strategically placed for structural damage, or
Not from
this?
Not from. You'd have to be
Is
inside
there any
the
major
office.
structural damage, or is it just like holes blown in veins? There's nothing
From
like
the exterior, it doesn't appear that there is very much structural damage, but you can't tell what's happening or what happened within the office yet. But it doesn't look like the supporting structure on the outside or the main structure of the Ministratum, the Ecclesiarchy Palace, was damaged at all.
Okay. And the offices are multi-story, right?
Yes.
It doesn't look like they've collapsed on each other due to the stress of the fire and...
Not from where you are now.
Okay. So
Okay.
it mostly just looks like they were aiming for... I can't really say destruction, but just... They weren't aiming to demolish the building.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Fro?
Are there like sororitas running around right now trying to put out the fires and stuff?
Yes, there are PDF and Sororitas, as well as just civilians and staff trying to quell the fires chemically.
Okay, are they like focusing on the offices? Because if they're not focusing on the offices, I want to tell them that that's what they should do.
Oh yeah, they're like, since that's the most like, there are some civilians that are like, trying to fix the walls and stuff, but the Sororitas and the PDF and most of the actual people trying to fight the fires are all focusing on
They've
the
already got
office.
construction back in here. There's a fire
Well, no, I
raging
mean,
in the
'cause,
background.
like-
They're like, I'm just gonna put up some drywall.
There's still like melta material melting the sediment of the stone, and so
Mm.
there are people focusing on like putting that out, but it's not as high a priority as
Mm.
putting the raging inferno that is the offices out.
I'd like to be that guy. It's just like scraping the wall. He's like, damn this shit.
Yeah. And is there anything else that you guys want to do inside the Palace of the Ecclesiarchs?
So we have access to none of the offices.
Nope, not right now.
Dude, just fucking yellow swag it.
Well,
Burst into the fire.
Tybalt, I feel like we should stay around here because I want to be one of the first people. If we're investigating this, I
Yeah.
want to be the first people to investigate the offices. Like, I want to go
I
in
don't
there.
want people touching shit.
Yeah, we need to get into the offices or be one of the first people into the offices.
You're right. I don't trust anyone else to go in before us.
Alright. Nihilus, what do you want to do right now?
Holy shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a heads up. I might drop.
Okay.
The weather here is really
Awesome.
crazy right now. And the last time the weather was like this, my internet went out. So,
Good.
just a heads up.
That will be exciting for all of us.
Yep.
Yes.
So what do you want to do?
I want to find my notes from last week.
Me too. I want you to do that. All right. So for all you and Tybalt.
No, I'm gonna box Natalia.
Okay.
Did I give him?
Did you give him?
I know
thought-
he specifically gave us Mercutio, but I don't remember.
I
if
thought she gave me. I thought Mercutio gave me his and hers.
I don't remember him giving you her.
That's why I'm trying to look for my notes to make sure that, like, I have it.
All right. Well, you look for your notes. Anyways, Tybalt,
Okay.
you and
If
Frawl.
you don't have it, you can just contact me and I'll give it to you. But
Okay, yeah, I might do that.
You and Frawl both begin to appear to look like you're trying to help fight the fires. Not incredibly directly, like Tybalt, you are scraping the walls for residue and also putting out anything that was on the any excess melta that was on
how duplicitous of
the
me.
Plascrete. For all you more or less kind of get into the actual firefighting, holding some chem hoses for the sororitas as they rush in to extinguish the fires. You guys do this for a couple more hours. It's in fact about 1 in the afternoon by the time the offices are finally extinguished. But eventually, the raging inferno that was the palace offices are now accessible, though there could be structural damage, and it is still not advised to go inside by what the sororitas say. But it is possible. But since no one's been in there, really, except to put out the fires, no one knows exactly how dangerous it is to be in there.
I think we should try and go to Burnham's office and like assess whether it's safe before going.
All right. Frol, can you roll an intelligence test for me? Because I don't think you've ever... Oh, it doesn't matter. Even though all of the offices are very charred and the hallways don't look remotely like what they used to, you make your way eventually to Burnham's office with a little bit of difficulty. As you enter the office, it is basically just a smoldering hole. It appears that this was, if not the epicenter, then very near the epicenter of where the bombs were set off. Almost everything within the offices themselves is completely destroyed. There is a computer off to the side that, though heavily damaged, seems like it may be salvageable, but beyond that, everything in the office has basically just been reduced to ash.
Okay, a computer, so like can Tybalt.
Yeah, can I make a tech use to see if I can repair? That's intelligence,
It's
right?
raining
Yep.
so hard right now.
Do you have like tech use plus 10?
Oh my god,
No,
it's hailing. Oh, rain! Rain! No, it's hailing.
Oh, it's
Kinda
beautiful
sunny.
outside. Oh my gosh, you
I would
guys.
prefer the rain and the hail. Just
Me too.
throwing that out there.
I would too, but we're in Southern California. it
Fuck, I
doesn't
hope my
happen here.
car doesn't get fucked up.
I do.
Oh, that's so shitty. The dude across the street from me, his sunroof's slightly open.
Ha. Great.
Anyways, no, I don't have,
Damn.
tech use plus 10. I have...
You being like a good neighbor and calling him, or are you just gonna like?
Fuck him over.
No, they're outside. They know it.
I don't know.
You have literacy plus 10. It's the only +10 you have.
Mm.
Good. So yes, after working with the computer for a few moments, you realize that the machine spirits inside are very heavily damaged and distressed, and you cannot get anything out of it save a couple of flashing screens with binary gibberish written on them.
Would it be possible to use my literacy to read that gibberish? But anyways, no. Would it be possible to remove the computer and take it back to Mechanicus to have someone there assist in the repairs?
Yeah, you can try.
All right. How big and heavy is the computer?
It's
Is it
a
bolted down.
yes, it is. It is an attached fixture to the wall, but with some force applied, you could probably remove it.
All right. Brawl, help me get this down.
Okay, are the sororitas going to, like, what are we going to say if they
I
ask
did
us
it on
why
my
we're-
robes. I'll say I gained some weight.
But I just mean,
If they want anything off of it, they have to take it to the Mechanicus as well. They might as well do it through me.
okay.
So yes, as you guys, what are your guys' strengths?
That was awesome.
Mine's like 30.
31 and 24.
Yeah, I was close with 30.
Good.
How heavy is it?
It's moderately heavy. More so it's just getting it off the wall that I'm worried about.
Baby's first hailstorm.
Anyways, yes, you guys both get on either side of it and begin wrenching your backs, attempting to rip it off. As you do this, Karen walks in with a couple of other sororitas to secure the area and looks a bit shocked and confused as to what you guys are doing there.
It's a riot! We're looting!
Take the TVs!
You actually want to yell that?
Of course!
We're trying
Karen,
to salvage.
They
Help
draw
us-
their weapon, prepare for combat.
We're trying to salvage what we can.
Karen, help us get this off the wall.
Yeah.
Or, hey, Sweet Cheeks, we need some help getting this off the wall.
That's good plan.
Frawl, what are you guys doing here?
We are attempting to salvage what evidence we can. This computer appears, though damaged, that it may still be functional, and if we can get it to the Mechanicus, we may be able to get important information off of it, or tell if it has been tampered with, or just this is important for the investigation.
You hear her vox chirp, and she kind of leans over to listen to what's being said. And then she turns back to you. I'm sorry, but we need to secure everything for our own investigation.
If you want anything from this computer, you have to take it to the Mechanicus anyways.
And she looks at you. Are you guys just taking it to the Mechanicus?
I can't do anything with it.
She instructs her soldiers to help you guys pull it off the wall, and after a few minutes of painstaking effort, you guys manage to remove the computer. Well then, I guess we will take it to the Mechanicus, and then let you guys know.
Did I miss something today?
Apparently Danny's high.
That's all I've gathered.
Oh, I'm sorry. I muted my microphone so you wouldn't have to hear it. But
Okay.
there was a really, really loud thunderclap, and you can just hear my neighbors go, "Ah!" It's
Good.
funny as hell.
Good. So yes. Then she says that we will take this to the Mechanicus, and if you guys need any of the information off of it, you can go through the proper channels there.
Fucking bureaucracy. I can't get the computer working right now, right?
You just tried.
Yeah, so there's no way I would be able to...
We should cut to me now.
Yeah, let's cut to him now.
Okay, we cut to Nihilus now.
Okay. I'm gonna open a line
Smash
for all
cut.
and Tybalt.
Exterior. Okay.
Do either of you have,
Hey, I'm gonna stop you right there.
what?
I'll be right back. Keep taking the TV off the wall.
It's already off the wall.
It's also
They're
a
all just
computer. but
standing right there.
Whatever.
God damn it.
Anyways, I walk out of the room where other people can't hear him asking about the secret
The assassin that we know.
who may or may not be linked to the death of the man who is the entire reason this building was burned down.
Danny.
Well, wait, I thought Richard said you can either have it so everyone can hear it or
We're
just
all
you.
in a small office with no sound other than people trying to take a computer off the wall and possibly a fire raging off in the corner somewhere.
So we don't have like little earpieces that we can
No.
have it stream to like normal radios do?
Anyways, he walks out of the room.
If
To be
Karen
safe.
has
To
to
be
lean
safe.
down like
You
this,
question me about radios, yet I use them almost every day.
I always just imagine the Voxcasters as those announcement speakers they had in elementary school, the big brown boxes
Good.
that we just miniaturized and put on our shoulders.
No, you can have Voxcasters that have, like this.
Do ours have earpieces?
Yes.
Why does nobody tell me these things? I question them every week to understand them better because they're just like their Voxcasters.
The Voxcast, look it up.
Yeah,
You have an entire week to go online.
I figured there'd be something like that. Like
Okay.
have that on them.
Then
Because
put-
I imagine Voxcasters as just like a really, really souped up Motorola radio.
Basically. And smaller.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick my earpieces in then, and ignore everything I said prior because
Okay.
apparently I can do that. So,
Go.
anyways, my earpieces are in. Go ahead.
Fuck, what's her name?
Natalia.
Natalia. Frawl Tybalt, do either of you have Natalia's Vox number?
Is it
Or
a number
Vox
or
code.
a channel
It's
or?
a channel. It's a frequency.
Code. Yeah.
I do.
Can I get that from you?
Might want to check your notes to see if you already have it.
God damn it.
Exquisitely role-playing, Tybalt gives it to him.
Exquisitely role-playing. Now we're getting fancy.
Yeah.
Would you like...
I'm not just gonna read you numbers like some hack.
Oh, are you actually going to give it to him in front of the sororitas?
Yes. No. So now I walk out of the room.
See, this all could have been avoided if you just let this play the way it was going to. Anyways.
1,
And he gives you the number.
2,
867.309.
309.
that's
Five.
only 6 numbers.
It's a box casting.
Oh.
It's not fun.
He was going for Jim. 8675309.
I'm aware.
Alright, well.
I got her number.
Okay.
You got Jenny's number.
Yeah.
I'm
Tibble's
okay.
a baller.
It's okay. Parents,
So do I.
you do now.
Yeah. She gave it to me herself. When I asked nicely.
Alright, I'm gonna say thanks and then kill the channel.
Okay.
And she'll never do
The
it again.
channel has been brutally murdered.
I'm gonna walk back into the room.
Where'd you go?
I had to take a shit.
One of the sororitas guards walks outside of the room and looks both ways to check.
Rocky's
Anyways,
gone. I smashed something.
She.
Right, so
I open a channel to Natalia. Natalia, this is Nihilus.
How did you get my Vox number?
Tybalt gave it to me.
Thank you.
And
She has
cuts the
no
line.
reasons to fucking hate me. I just Also, I Vox Mercutio. You hear nothing but silence. I Vox Mercutio. Don't ever contact this number again. How'd you get this? Ah, Tibble gave it to me. There's no withholding information. Ever.
Nope.
That's not important. Or...
He works for FOIA.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to know everything. Alright,
That's how Dredd did it. He was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna PA the whole building.
It's true. He wasn't dealing with assassins, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
No, he was dealing with fucking Cersei.
Anyways. What do you want?
You guys told me you were just gonna interrogate him, not kill him.
We didn't tell you that. We made no such claim.
Would you give me more information if I gave you Tibble's social security number?
A date of birth. And last 5 credit card numbers with the security code.
Then would you stop
Mercutio
being
just
such a
said
meanie?
he wanted some time alone with him. He didn't say he wanted to kill him.
Mercutio doesn't say a lot of things. Just gonna interrupt your role playing right there.
My master deemed it best that Bernadine did not survive the encounter.
Why?
I'm afraid I can't tell you.
Naturally.
Of course.
Pretty much how I
Why
feel.
can't you tell us?
Right?
Oh, I tried that. I had a nice long walk on the beach with her. The answer was nothing.
The answer was
Well, maybe Nilly has to work his fucking magic or something.
Right?
Organet Fellowship.
Oh yeah, by the way, from now on, we have to remember my fellowship is -10 if I'm dealing with anyone not of the
Mhm.
Voidborn. We haven't been taking that into account.
Yeah, I haven't really cared about that since we're just starting.
Why can't you tell me anything? The Sororitas are all over this.
As they should be. Finally doing their jobs.
Do you
Ooh,
expect them to
catty.
find something because of this?
One can only hope.
What are you hoping for them to find?
If you know it, why don't you tell us?
Maybe you should do your own fucking job!
It would certainly make it easier if people gave investigators information.
Right?
Yeah, so this would be like our group working together, and then like I go and discover something, and Nilly would be like, "Frol, what did you find?" And it's like,
Bro,
"I
what'd you
don't
find?
know."
Hang on a second. I'm gonna go
So,
burn down
like-
the Lavina State. You look for it. Also, while you're looking for it, we've got your enemies looking for it too. Just hope they don't find it first.
Anyways, my master left you a note with everything that he wanted you to know. If there
Where
is
can I-
anything else,
Where can I find
feel
this
free to
note?
contact me again. I left it on your bed.
Okay, I'll be sure to read that then.
And she cuts the Vox channel.
She's going to chill in here for a little. With your stuff.
Sniffing things.
Bird? What is that?
It's a bird.
Sounds like a
The fuck kind
Just
of bird is
red-
that?
An annoying one.
I've never heard that.
Lands on your car, shits, and flies away.
Tonight, you.
Anyways. Tibble, Frol.
Is there anything else in the office? Because we've got a majorly damaged computer that...
I'm gonna move into the Ecclesiarchy Palace and attempt to find where they are.
Good for you. Roll a perception check.
Do you actually want me to roll a perception check?
Yep.
He does not smell the massive turd up in the halls.
He steps straight into Tibble's turn. Anyways. Tibble, Frol, what are you doing? There is nothing else in the room that looks like it would be of any use, though you could attempt to search for anything or investigate a little bit more if you would
I
like.
don't
be in
have
the room with
search or
them now.
investigate, so would I take that at half a perception check?
Mm-hmm.
Can I be in the room with them now?
Or you could do that.
Hmm?
Or you could get Nihilus in the room with you because he has...
True. It's true.
I have search, scrutiny.
Is there anything I can do with the computer to, like... It's not like I just carry around tracers with me. Plus I know exactly where it's going. And it's broken, so I can't put, like, a, what do you call it, key loggers on it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do anything like that to see what all they do. So, there's nothing I can tech up for that.
Nope.
Especially now that the Sororitas are in the room, I can't, like, even if I were miraculously given a second roll on that to fix it, and I did, they wouldn't let me near it.
They'd just be standing over your shoulder if you did, but you don't.
I kind of just want to not give them any trouble, like, let them take it with the intent that later I still want to go and try to get into the Mechanicus and then maybe use, like, deception or something, like, try and get them to, like, let me out or something.
I'm gonna
But
call
the-
Nihilus in, and then I'm gonna make my leave, but...
Okay.
Nihilus, Fralls and Burnden's office. I'll meet you on the way out.
Copy that.
So I'm walking out of the room, and
Okay.
hopefully I'll direct him towards there.
You leave
I'm gonna
Frawl
go-
in the Sororitas. Frawl is doing the running man.
So Frawl is still in the office with
Yes.
the sororitas. Okay.
Who would you say is most in charge at the moment? Because I know there's Faltz, who runs the St. Vero Asylums. There's Helena, who runs the Sororitas. Burnden did run the Ecclesiarchy Palace, but that's no longer a thing. So in this investigation, would you say Helena holds the most power, or... Because Faltz probably doesn't hold any power over the investigation. He just works at the asylum, which is next to
The
theirs.
investigation of the Ecclesiarchy Palace?
Yeah.
Nihilus, who you know, due to your common lore of the Imperium, if you would like to take that test. It's an intelligence test.
I can take that test. Is that INT? Yeah. Nope.
Failed that pretty hard.
Good luck figuring it out.
Oh! I am not feeling confident today, apparently.
So just let me know at any point in time when I pass him in the halls.
Alright.
Since he's apparently just making his test. He's like, do I know anything about the Imperium today? Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up, Double? Alright, you guys meet each other in the halls.
So Frall's back in the room. See if you can find anything else. The only piece of evidence, or not even evidence at this point, the only thing we found with any information is a computer that's been trashed. I couldn't get access to it, and it's been...
Taken to the Mechanicus.
Well, I can't think of a word. It's been...
Confiscated?
confiscated, thank you,
Alright.
by the Sororitas.
Okay.
So, see if you can find anything else of use.
Alright.
I'm giving the orders now.
Okay. Nihilus, you walk in, feeling a little less than confident, and see Frawl entertaining the Sororitas by doing the running man still. What do you guys want to do?
I wanna roll a D100.
Do you?
I do.
For?
For search.
You have to declare it before you roll it, motherfucker!
Sorry. I hit enter and I said it at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay, so you passed that. Good job. Good job. Do you want to do it?
That was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
Oh, before we get to that, you walk in and Karen greets you
Oh, right.
for obvious reasons. Arbitrator. Good. I'm glad you showed up. Have you found anything else out about the attack today?
I'm hoping to find some more out. by being in this office.
Oh, is there any way I can assist you?
Just anything that was in here, leave it untouched for the next few moments while I'm here. Once I'm done, you can do what you please.
All right, we were just removing the data center and moving it to the Mechanicus. Is that all right?
Do you mind if I try and access it first?
Feel free. And she...
He's so fucking pissed if this is the second time I've failed to access a computer and he just walks up and does it again.
Alright. Do you have tech use?
Nope.
No? So that's in your intelligence halved. Make another roll.
Well, the last time I rolled intelligence and I halved it, I nailed it. So
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it,
Better
Tibble!
hope you roll that 17.
Nope.
Okay.
The computer jams.
No, my fingers jam as I try to turn it on.
Your ring finger snaps on the keyboard. Yeah, you type into the computer trying to access some data, and again the screen just starts flashing binary gibberish that you can't make out and flashes by too quickly even if you wanted to. Is it alright if we remove it now?
Yeah, it seems it was fairly heavily damaged in the fires. If anyone at the at the Mechanicus, are they going to try to access it at all?
They will attempt to make repairs to it.
I feel
Okay,
stupid for
well,
asking this
if
now.
it's able to be repaired, please let me know immediately.
I will.
I don't understand how computers work in the future. Is it close enough to ours that there is actually a hard drive or something that could be pulled off of it, or
Yeah,
out
there
of it
are data logs and stuff in it. Yeah.
that have been easily removable by myself rather than pulling it off the wall?
Yeah.
I just keep assuming in the future nobody knows how anything works, so I'm just thinking it's just a block, and they're like, I'm gonna press.
Or you
buttons.
could have used your data sheet and tried to download stuff off of it, or rather ripped information off of it. No, that probably wouldn't have gone very well. Both of those would have taken a tech use test.
No, so I would have failed anyways.
Anyways, the two Sororitas holding the computer both leave the room. Karen remains. Is there anything else that I can do for you?
No, just give me some time to look around the room.
And then she kind of lowers down to a whisper. Have you found out anything else about the Sororitas that were following you?
I haven't really looked into it yet.
Oh, alright, very well. And she makes her way towards the door. As she's leaving, you begin to search the room and almost die.
Mm-hmm.
Scouring it all over and noticing where the blasts and detonation marks were made. Eventually you come up across a wall, and laying your hand on it, you kind of feel the plascrete give way a little bit. Pushing harder, you hear a click, and then part of the wall falls back, revealing a very small but secure safe.
Oh.
Shit. We're alone in this
Is
room.
Sororitas still in the room?
Yeah.
Karen's in the
No.
doorway, not looking at you.
Okay. I would recommend you close that instead of trying to get that open now and come back at some point when they aren't running a full investigation.
Yeah, but I feel like they're gonna remove as much as they can, and the building might be fully demolished.
They're not going to demolish the building.
They might demolish some of the
offices,
offices, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Alright. Then, yeah, I recommend you do what you're going to do quickly and do it well.
Don't fuck up!
I'm gonna use my security on it then.
Alright.
Or actually, before I do that, can I use scrutinize on it? Or scrutiny on it?
You can if you want to.
Okay, I want to. Fuck, I didn't make it.
Nope. And it's a
alright.
normal-looking safe to you.
Look at that safe.
Although it looks quite sturdy.
Sturdy safe. You need to have, like, MMO names for everything. Sturdy safe. Rugged desk.
It's a blue, sturdy safe.
Alright. So, Karen's in the doorway?
Yeah.
This safe, is it like it's like a little, like, he pushes on the wall, makes like a little, like, he can get like a safe in there or whatever, but like, is it in plain visible sight to like Karen if he turns around, or is it like, is there like a door hinge or something, or like, you know, like,
If you want to, I'll let you position yourself between him and the safe. So that if she turns around, she'll basically just see you, and he'll have time to, like, hide everything.
Yeah, I just want to know, like, if she can, like, see this safe on the wall, or if there was, like...
She'd be able to if she, like, turned around, yeah. It's not hidden now that everything's burned away.
Okay, I'm gonna, like, strategically position myself like that, but I'm, like, looking around, you know,
Yeah.
being busy.
Making it not seem obvious. Alright, Nihilus. What do you want to do with the safe?
Use security.
Do it.
We're doing it.
Do it.
Fuck me.
Your lockpick jams.
No,
Whoa,
I rolled
whoa.
an 85.
Yeah, that was
dick.
not a 91 plus, sir.
Don't you have a plus 10 for security?
I have, yeah, I do have plus 10 for security.
Good.
You just fucking fate pointed.
I could fate point it.
That's safe.
Yeah, let's fate point it. Oh my god, really?
It's
great.
If you fate point it again, you'll get a 65.
Right?
Is
Is
security plus
like,
10 or just security?
Security plus
Security
10.
plus 10.
Okay, so he has to roll a 40.
I have logic for like solving stuff, but I guess like is security like the lock pick like
Yeah, security's for
Yeah.
lockpicking.
And it's based on your agility, which is why I was considering getting it last night, just because we keep running into situations where security would be really helpful,
Yeah.
and he keeps failing.
But no one has high agility in
My
the group
agility
anymore.
is 22.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
right now,
God.
right now, if I try and do a security test, I have to roll an 11 or better, assuming he decides it's just a
Common
challenging,
Mhm.
which is a plus 0. If he decides to make it any harder than that, then he can start adding on difficulties to it.
so if it's like a majestic rugged safe.
The
can add a plus
size
30 to
safe.
it.
Plus 30.
So I wouldn't be able to use logic to try and like determine like the safe code or anything.
What's
know
your
what?
agility? Roll.
If you want to use logic and you succeed by more than one success, I'll let Nihilus take a reroll. So
Like
if you
he's
get 2
kind of-
success or better using logic,
So,
you get to reroll
essentially-
security.
If you get 2 degrees of success, you will get to watch him fail again.
Yep. Pretty much.
Okay, sure.
It's all riding on your shoulders.
Okay, so I need to do an int roll.
Fuck!
My brain jammed. I'm having like a seizure.
You fall
Bro,
down,
are you
have a
okay?
seizure. Karen, worried, turns around, looks, sees the safe open, calls
Yes.
a PDF on us.
You guys notice. You guys realize that this safe is far beyond your ability to pick. And
Shut the safe door.
yeah, okay. You close the hidden door to the safe, taking mental note of where it was, and exit the office. Now that there is nothing of use to do. And
Are you
Danny
looking at
came.
the hail, or did...
No, he came. Look at
Yeah.
him.
I know. He's stuck on the face, too.
The sky is jizzing. You should see
Not
how
the only
big
thing.
these raindrops are.
Getting a little excited there.
Yeah.
Holy God.
Holy God.
You good?
Wow, alright. This
Yeah.
is nuts, dude.
realize that.
All right. Well,
We all right?
yeah.
Good
I'm gonna
set.
close it up, and I'm gonna walk over to Frawl. And Karen's still turned around, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of whisper in Frawl's ear.
Oh, it's me, Senpai.
They're after me, Lucky Charms.
I couldn't even make the voice I wanted to make because I started to like lose my shit like halfway through that.
I'm gonna whisper in her ear. They're after me, Lucky Charms.
Good.
All these references to things that
After
still
he's
exist
incredibly
40,000 years later.
confused.
Yeah. Now it's just like
No, I'll whisper.
Japanese.
We'll be back tonight and try this again.
We can bring Tybalt. He knows how to pick locks.
Go. So yes, you guys all make your way out of the Ecclesiarchy Palace.
Before they leave the Ecclesiarchy Palace, though, how common are voxcasters?
Not very.
Not very. So it's unlikely that anyone in the Ecclesiarchy Palace, like anyone in the offices, would have had one.
Karen, Helena might.
Oh no, I mean like people who were like in the offices prior to the fire, like.
Only really high-ranking people would have them.
Okay, and they were more than likely damaged in the fire
Mhm.
if they even left them there. So there's no way.
Very small chance.
If I sent them back in, that small chance.
Oh, like in the office?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Extremely small chance.
Okay, so they'd be taking like a plus 30 perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not worth it. How hard would it be for me to acquire a second Foxcaster for like 2 days?
I don't know. Have to find a good way to get one.
Well, because I don't recall seeing that on the.
Voxcaster? It's on the PDF.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll find it for you.
Okay, thank you.
It's in the armory.
Isn't it below the armory?
Yeah. Typer.
Go, Pro.
There it is. Voxcaster. 300. Scares.
Fuck. And the odds of someone just leaving one lying around?
Pretty rare. It's expensive. Anyways.
And the Voxcasters all come with their own set frequency, right? Like,
Yes.
So you can't change that? I couldn't, like, tech use that into...
Oh, you could.
Could I?
Mm-hmm.
Do I know anyone whose I could borrow to avoid having to do that?
What do you mean?
Like,
You could take Nihilus's if he wants to give it to you, or
well, the point is to not use any of R3.
to just ask anyone else who you have a Vox channel for. They all have Voxcasters. Or find one that isn't used, or... Anyways, do you want to prevent them from looking out, or are you all going to leave the Ecclesiarchy Palace?
No fucking chance in hell they're gonna find a Voxcaster, and that's really all I need them to do.
Alright, so you all leave the Ecclesiarchy Palace.
I'm not leaving Vera just yet, in case.
Okay.
So,
Fro, Nihilus, is there anywhere in particular that you guys would like to go or do?
I want to go back to the Levine estate to get the letter that apparently was left on my bed.
Alright. Fro?
Let's follow Lily.
Alright.
My favorite.
Oh, we're playing the Follow Nilly game again.
Tibbsy, what do you want to do?
as the head of the Sororitas on Reef, would Helena sign anything? Like, would she issue any commands in written form? Or would she administrate anything to do with the Sororitas? Or is that not part of her job?
What are you trying to... Just like, yeah, she'll issue orders, but they're very rarely going to be written orders.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to think. Would there be any written orders by her? Period.
Probably.
Are there any in public records?
Doubt it.
Doubt it.
Maybe in the Sororitas records if they're anywhere.
Alright, then stage 1 of my fucking 47-part plan. I'm gonna work my way into the asylum offices and try and see what Faltz is up to, or would any of Faltz's signatures be in public record?
Probably.
Okay. I'm gonna go to...
Actually, yeah, you've seen them before.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have seen Faltz's. So then, in that case, I'm gonna go back to the Levine estate and find some nice fucking paper.
Alright. While we do that, we're going to take a 5-minute break. And then we'll come back when you're all at the Olivine estate again.
Break time!
Danny,
Break
scarf some
time.
food and be amazed at the jizzing sky.
Yes.
It's done jizzing, I think,
Okay.
for the moment.
Be back in
If you
5
like-
more minutes.